So I just got back from 2 weeks in Italy, and I have to say it was an amazing experience. I loved it there. It was great. But I want to give you 5 things that shocked me about Italy, or you could say 5 hot takes on Italy that no one really talks about. But I'm going to share with you because Italy does have very good marketing. You know, it shows you all the beautiful streets, all the people, everyone happy there, so friendly, but in reality, it is a little bit different than how it is advertised, right? Now, don't get me wrong, the people were nice. We did see some beautiful sights, but everything is not as it appears on the travel magazine or other YouTube videos. And I'm going to give you the 5 things that really shocked me about Italy. Number 1, the people are not dancing and singing on the streets. Now, I know this is kind of a silly one, but if you look up Italy on Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, you see those videos of people at night hanging out by the church, singing and dancing, and everyone looks so friendly and happy. Well, in reality, that doesn't really happen. Well, I'm not disappointed or sad. I just wanted to see if that was actually true. So compared to social media's reality, people aren't out there partying 24/7, singing and dancing. If they were, I missed it. But I did go to Milan, Florence, Venice, and Rome, and I didn't see that once. The second thing that really shocked me about Italy is how hotels are far superior over Airbnbs and Booking.coms. So during our stay, we mostly stayed exclusively at Airbnbs and Booking.coms. I think we did 2 Airbnbs and 2 Booking.com. And the Booking.com were exactly like Airbnb properties. They were just listed on Booking instead of Airbnb. And I gotta say, it wasn't the greatest experience. A lot of the places we stayed didn't have the best shower. And also, we got to a lot of our destinations very early. And because we were not staying at a hotel, there was nowhere for us to keep our bags. So we had to find those luggage storage places to hold our bags for us, which was an additional fee. And sometimes it was a little bit of trouble to message and get in contact with the host, talk about times of arrival. And if you know anything about Airbnbs or Booking.coms in Europe, once you get there, you got to climb up all these stairs. You have to find the lockbox. You got to get the key. Sometimes the lockbox doesn't work. And after a long travel day, that can be very frustrating. You just want to get to your room and relax, right? If you check into a hotel, you do a very simple check-in process. You get the key, you go up to your room, and you just chill, which is what we wanted. But every time we got to our Airbnb or Booking.com, it was kind of hectic. Another thing too is once we're ready to check out, at the majority of our Booking.coms and Airbnbs, we had to throw out the garbage ourselves. So we had to look up where we got to go dump the garbage and get rid of it, or there was an additional fee. Now, we do pay a cleaning fee on Airbnb and Booking.com, so I don't know if it's right for us to be throwing out our own garbage, but it did add an extra stress on our travel day early in the morning. We just want to get up and leave and not have to worry about throwing out garbage. So if you are going to Italy, I would recommend a hotel over an Airbnb. It's way more convenient and way less of a hassle. The third hot take and shocking thing about Italy is the food is good, but it's not as good as people say. Look, we tried all the pasta, we tried all the pizza there. It was good, but it wasn't mind-blowing. And I was talking to a good friend of mine about this, why everyone thinks the food is so amazing in Italy. And the reason for that is it's part of the marketing. The big budget of the marketing when they promote Italy is the food. They show the pizza, the pasta, the cheeses, the wine. Like I said, it's good, but nothing really wowed us. We never ate a meal and said, wow, like we can't get this in Canada. Oh, we can't get this in the States. We can get very similar food here. The quality of the food there is better than here. I will say that. They do use less ingredients and preservatives, but overall, nothing spectacular there. Now, you can leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the food in Italy. Maybe you think it is mind-blowing, but for us, it was just okay. The fourth thing that kind of shocked me and a hot take on Italy is pickpockets and scams are everywhere. Now, one day we were just in Rome going to a grocery store and we saw someone's phone actually get taken and stolen from them. A pickpocket went right into a lady's bag, grabbed her phone and walked out, and everyone acted like it was normal, no big deal, and that was kind of a shock to me. And also, you got to be very aware of scams when in Italy. You know, there's people coming up to you trying to hand you roses. There's guys trying to put bracelets on you. We saw one older couple, a guy put a bracelet on them and he kind of wouldn't let them go until they paid. And they eventually walked away without paying, thankfully. But the scams in Italy, I think it's a whole Europe problem. But in Italy, you got to be very vigilant. Whenever we went out, I was very careful. I always wore my fanny pack to make sure I didn't get pickpocketed. I did see one guy walking around with his phone in his back pocket there, and that is a very risky game in Italy. We also did a tour to Pisa, and on the tour, one of the guides told us in Pisa, because it's a super crowded tourist place, you got to be very aware of pickpocketers. He said they are not even Italian, they are gypsies who come to Italy from all over the world, and the professional pickpocketers. I also know of someone who is a friend of my mother's who actually got pickpocketed on the subway. So if you are going to Italy, I recommend the fanny pack, or put everything in your front pocket and be very careful of your surroundings. Look out for large groups of people that are looking for easy targets, because they will surround you and they will try everything in their power to pickpocket you. Now, I don't want to scare you, and I don't think you should be living paranoid while in Italy. Just be vigilant like I was. It was a shock to me about how rampant the pickpocketing and scams are. But overall, if you're super careful, I think you will be okay. And the fifth thing that shocked me about Italy, and another hot take, is how the service at the restaurant is not that great. Now, they don't do tipping there, and over here, tipping is a big problem. I actually have a video about tipping on my channel where I say tipping culture has gotten out of control. But after I left Italy, I was kind of happy about tipping here, because I know we do pay 15-20% tip, but we get good service in return. In Italy, out of all the times we ate, we only got good service 2 or 3 times, which was in Rome. The other places, the service was kind of, it wasn't there. Like, even when you're ordering another drink, we went to a bar, I had a beer, and then I ordered another one, and the girl just rolled her eyes at me when I ordered my drink because she didn't want to serve us anymore for some reason. The people do seem less friendly in some areas of Italy. I'm not going to say all the people are unfriendly, all the service is bad, but it kind of surprised me at how the hospitality industry is very different than here. A little tip here to ensure that you do get good service when you go out to eat in Italy is read the Google reviews or TripAdvisor reviews before you head to the restaurant. We started doing that near the end of our trip, and once we did that, we noticed we were getting better service because we saw people writing in the reviews that the service was very good. Now, those are 5 things that really shocked me about Italy. They do have some beautiful sights. There is also some very good people there. We had excellent tour guides. You know, we did go to some good restaurants. I didn't say the food was horrible, but it wasn't mind-blowing. Overall, Italy was fun. I would go back next time we want to do the coast, because this time we did northern Italy and central Italy. I'm going to be having more videos pop up on my channel. I'm going to be going to the world famous Starbucks in Italy, trying McDonald's in Italy, giving you my thoughts on that. I also am going to be doing a food tour of Italy in Milan, in Venice, in Florence, and in Rome. So please subscribe to the channel and keep a lookout for that. You're going to really love my Italy content. I did put a lot of work into it. So besides that, those are my hot takes. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video.